Good evening. Welcome to Unwind with Yoga. It's Tuesday night, 6:45, and this is going to be a really kind of soft, relaxing practice with the focus of really noticing how your body feels and moving gently through kind of all the positions that our bodies can move in. And going in those directions with ease and with breath so that things open up gently and feel good as you go. So just an encouragement before we even begin to kind of observe how you view yourself in terms of wellness and self-care. And just remind yourself, even before we start the first breath, that you're worth taking care of, that you're valuable, that this time that you have taken is not to fix yourself, but it's to nurture yourself. So we're gonna start from that place. I'm gonna scoot back here. I actually have no props at all tonight, but if you wanna gather blankets, yoga bolster, and use them as you like, feel free to do that. We're gonna start in a seated position. Hands resting on the knees. And just take your time finding a nice comfortable place here. No hurry at all. That's kind of the great thing about a gentle, unwinding, relaxing class is that there's no need to hurry. We'll get where we're going in due time. Good. Let's take some nice deep breaths here. A super inhale. And then a long, easy exhale. And again. Full breath in. And an easy breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. And easy breath out. Keeping your hips relaxed into the floor. We're going to send the right hand off to the side. Take a deep breath in. Lift up. And exhale over, a nice side bend stretch any amount. Let's turn towards the ceiling, a little opening of the chest. And big exhale, stretch right back over to the side. Let that top hand just rest on the floor. Take another deep breath in. Turn maybe a little bit back and away. And then rest back over onto that side. Crawling around through the palms of the hand towards the front. Let's spend some time right here. A little sway side to side, relaxing your lower back. Maybe finding your way down onto your elbows if that's comfortable. Relaxing your head forward, lengthen out the back of the neck. Pushing up through the palms of the hands right back into that center place, resting the palms of the hands right back on the legs. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here. Big exhale. And again, breathe it all in. And let it go with the exhale. Sending the left hand off to the side. Take a deep breath in, lift the right arm up. And exhale, nice bend over to the side. Relax the head and the neck here. Opening the chest a little to the ceiling. Breathe in, reach. And exhale right back over to the side. Let that top hand find the floor. Another breath in here, maybe a twist around towards the back. And release back down onto your side. Crawling around through the palms of the hands, easy. Around to the front and a little exploration here, side to side. So you may want to drop down onto your forearms, relax the head and the neck. You can stay off to one side if that feels good. No hurry at all. One of my clients has a sticky note at her house, and I love it because she tells me this all the time. And on her sticky note is something I said to her that she never forgot, but she needs the reminders, and it says, "What's your hurry?" So those reminders can be helpful. I have to say that to myself a lot. Pushing up through the palms of the hands and bringing the hands right back onto the legs. Relax the shoulders. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Nice long exhale. And one more time, breathe in and out. Let's send the hands behind the hips. Nice big opening of the chest. Reach and breathe. And exhale. Stay leaning back here. Let's lean back and send that right leg out to the side. You can keep that knee bent if you like. Bring the right hand to the front of that leg. Take a deep breath in. Reach up high. And exhale, stretch over a bit. Not forcing anything, just relaxing over. See where it takes you. As you breathe right here, maybe you catch the toes. No big deal if you're not even close. Just lengthening out that left waist and rib cage. Rolling around a little bit here if that feels good. Gently pushing your way up here, pushing up through that right palm. We're going to turn and face your left knee and come into a soft little pigeon here. So rolling forward, use your palms to press into a bit. Find a comfortable place for that back leg. You can bend that back knee if you like, or keep it lengthened out. Let's take a moment just to stretch up and open the chest first. And then we're going to crawl our way forward, relaxing into a comfortable place here in pigeon. So you may be straight forward in your pigeon, or you may be off towards that left hip a bit. Take your time finding just the right place. So for me, my left hip is a little tender, so I'm going to keep crawling around more to the left before I settle in. Once you find a comfortable place, let's stay right here and take some deep breaths. Coming out of this nice and softly, push through the palms to bring yourself up. And we're going to play around here. Coming up tall, opening the chest a little bit. If you want to bend that back knee and reach for that back ankle, you can stretch out the quad gently here. Leaning forward a bit, deep breaths again. Good, and then then rolling back to where we came from. Right leg still out to the side and leaning back so that leg can come gently back in. Take a moment here with hands resting on the legs and check in with the body. Notice how everything feels. So again, it's one of those things where we go so quickly, where you stop listening to the body and we become more concerned about the positions. And I really don't want us to do that tonight. Let's really slow down. Okay, sending the left leg out to the side, leaning back so it's nice and free to go there. Left hand in front of that left knee. Let's reach the right arm up, lift, and ease your way over to that side. Take your time going. And then rolling around here. Coming out of this really softly, pressing through that left palm to ease your way up. We're going to turn towards this right knee, facing the right. Finding a comfortable place for this side pigeon. You can bend that back knee if you like, or lengthen that leg out. Take a moment just to open the chest first. And then start to crawl your way forward. Listening on this side. So for me, this side feels always totally different than the other. So I'll probably find a brand new position to sink into this pigeon. Deep breaths while you're here. Taking your time as we hang out in each place, see what you can relax, see what still is a little bit tighter. Holding on, use your breath to really let things unwind. And then pressing up through the palms of the hands, take your time. Coming back up to that lifted position. If you want to play with bending that back knee, reaching for that back ankle and pulling it in towards the back of the hip. Deep breaths. Relaxing that leg down, leaning back again so we can come into our sitting position once more. Feet crossed underneath, hands resting on the knees. Relax the shoulders. Let's take a deep breath in and a little shrug of the shoulders up. And a big exhale, release them down. 2 more times like that. Full breath in. And long breath out. And one more time. Breathe in. And out. Good. Leaning way off to the left side. We're going to make our way slowly to hands and knees. And I'm just going to change till I'm on more of a diagonal with you. You can face sideways or forward, whatever works for you. Good. So settling in here, a little shift side to side. Really relax your shoulders and your hips. Let's let the belly drop towards the floor. Let that lower back naturally arch. And then let your head drop forward, lengthening the back of the neck. It's a great position just to kind of crawl around in, shift your weight. Your spine is free to move in all the directions that it can without supporting the weight of your body. So if you want to add some cat-cow directions in here, you can go into some rounding as you're shifting, or a little more arching as you shift. Take your time. It's the theme of the night. There's no hurry. It's not a race. Good news. Good. And when you feel like you've had enough of that exploration, we're going to let the hips sink back towards the heels and rest in a child's pose for a few breaths. Relax the lower back here. Easy hips. On your next inhale, roll your way back up to that hands and knees position. Let's tuck the toes in back. On your next inhale, let's float the hips gently up and back. Find a really soft down dog here. And if you want to narrow up your down dog, walk your hands back closer to your feet. This will be more comfortable, and you can bend your knees as much as you want. Maybe look back towards your feet here, and we're going to use that same slow shift side to side. Easy back. Keeping that side to side flow going. As you unweight one foot, we're going to walk it just a little step forward. Same thing with that same side hand. Walk the other foot a little forward. And as you get closer towards the front of your space, bend your knees even more so you can relax over the legs. Drop the head. Easy shoulders. Let your belly start a slow roll up through your body. Keeping a nice bend in the knees, soft hips all the way up. And then sending the arms out to the side, reach out and up. And fold forward, right back over those legs. Planting the palms on the floor, we're gonna step the feet back the same way they came. So we're shifting the weight side to side. Relaxing the shoulders. Right back to that soft down dog. So you don't want to get the feet too far away from the hands. Relax the head and the neck. Good. Deep breath in, shift your weight towards your left foot and float your right foot any amount up in the air. And on the exhale, lean a little bit to the left so that foot can make its way forward. We're going to sink into a low lunge here. So wiggle that back foot anywhere so that your hips can find some space to relax down. Little shift side to side. You can hover that back knee off the floor or drop it down anytime. Easy upper body. And deep breaths. And then easing that back knee all the way down. Let's take a moment here to explore what happens if you come up and have a little twist to the right. Maybe come up and twist to the left. send the hips towards that back foot. Lengthening out that front leg into a gentle runner stretch. So you can keep the hips high over that back knee. Or if you want to sink back towards the back heel, drop down a little bit lower. Everyone's different here. So find the stretch that's not too much for you. If your body starts to tense up, then you know you've gone too deep into your stretch. So again, there's no hurry. You'll find a nice safe stretch for yourself much better going into it slowly. Breathing well. We're going to crawl our way forward towards that front foot. Let's tuck the back toes underneath, float the hips up, and fold forward over that front leg. You can keep both knees soft and bent here. Drop the head, relax the back of the neck. Maybe turn the head a little bit side to side. Let's soften down through both knees. Push through the feet gently and roll yourself right up into the middle. And exhale, soften down. Press that left palm into the floor, unweight that front foot and send it back. Right back to that soft down dog. Not too wide. Easy shift side to side. Same thing for the second side. Take a deep breath and float that left foot up. Lean a little to the right and make some space for that foot to come forward. And sink down into a lunge stretch here. Relax the hips. Deep breaths in and out. Let that back knee rest on the floor. Continue to stretch right here. And maybe going into a little bit of rotation to one side or the other. Take your time. And sending those hips towards the back foot. Tuck the back toes. Runner's stretch on this side. You can keep the hips high or sink towards that back heel and drop forward. Easy breath in and out. Good. So the beauty of our body is that if you go in gently and kindly, it responds much better. Yeah, because no one likes to be forced. If we try to force our body to open up or force it to stretch out quickly or too fast, too far, it won't go well. But if you come at it in the right way, things really great happen. All right, crawling our way back towards that front foot, tucking the back toes, and take a deep breath in, float the hips up, and fold forward over that front leg. Maybe a little shift side to side. Keep your knees soft, relax the back of your neck. Good. Bending through both knees. Feel the floor under the feet and roll your way up to high lunge. And then sink right back down. Press into that right palm and ease the front foot back to down dog. Right back to that weight shift side to side. Relaxing the back of the neck. With that weight shift side to side, now we're going to start to walk the hands slowly back towards the feet. So as you're leaning to one side, the hand is free to move back. And then we get to hang the head and the shoulders here. Nice forward fold. From the center of the body, roll your way up. Send the arms out to the side, reach up high. And fold forward, right back over the legs. Crawling the hands right back out where they came from. One slow reach at a time. Good. Take a deep breath in. Let's roll the whole body forward to a high plank. Keep the hips nice and high. Drop the knees down to the floor and roll the hips forward any amount. Maybe a little sway side to side. And then let's lower the chest all the way down. Reach the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. A little lift and a little rock side to side. Release the hands, bring them underneath the chest, push through the palms, and let's send the hips all the way back to child's pose. Relax. Release the head all the way down. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, roll your body back up to hands and knees. Tuck the toes in back. And inhale, float the hips up and back to your down dog. Take your time. Right back to that weight shift side to side. Let's shift the weight onto the left foot. Float the right foot up in the air. Down dog split. Reach high. And make some room for that foot to come forward. Melt down a little bit. Push down through both feet. Roll your way up. And we're going to twist around to that right side. And bring everything right back up. And let's twist 2 more times. Big exhale. And again, inhale, come up. And exhale, twist. Good. Last time, coming up through center. And now we're going to open to the left. Find your warrior 2 here. Sinking down into the hips. Let's stay right here and breathe. So relaxing the shoulders. We're going to have a little breath up and down as we hang out here. So you're not totally still. That breath is lifting the whole body a little bit. And the exhale is sinking you down a bit. And breathe in, float. And breathe out, sink. Let's go one more time. Breathe in. and breathe out. Drop that back hand to the back leg, reverse warrior, send it back. And roll it forward, ground that forearm on the front thigh, extended side angle. Roll the hips forward, drop them down, place that left palm into the floor, right palm, let's stretch here in a low lunge again. So easy hips, shift it side to side. Deep breaths in and out. Good. Let's bring both hands to the inside of that front foot. Lean away from it so it can swing around and back to hands and knees. Tuck the toes in back. Take a deep breath in. Float the hips up and back to down dog. Shifting that weight softly side to side. Same thing to the other side. Shift the weight onto the right foot. Take a deep breath in. Float that left leg up high. Lean a little to the right and ease that foot forward. Push down through both feet. Roll your weight up. And twist around to the left. And coming right back up through center. Breathe in. And exhale, melt down. One more time like this. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, sink down. And this time we're going to open to the right, finding your warrior two on this side. We're going to hang right here, but we're going to let the breath give us a little lift and a little rise. And the exhale, relax us back down. And breathe in, float. And exhale, relax. And breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Drop that back onto the back leg. Reverse warrior. Roll it back. And then coming forward, ground that forearm on the front thigh. Lift that back arm. Roll the top shoulder and the chest open. Roll the hips forward and down. Sink into your low lunge again. Both hands supporting you, a little shift side to side. Dropping that back knee down, continue to stretch right here. Maybe dropping the head forward, let it hang. Stretch the back of the neck. Walking both hands to the inside of that front foot. Lean away from it and swing it around and back. Right back to hands and knees. Little shift side to side. Drop the belly towards the floor. Let the back arch. Drop the head. Any little cat-cow movement that you want to bring into it. So just exploring all the movements that your spine can make here. Tucking the toes and back. One more breath up with the hips. Back to your down dog.
You can walk the feet closer to the hands or the hands closer to the feet. Nice bend in the knees. Shifting softly side to side. Take a deep breath in. We're going to roll forward towards your high plank. Maybe walk your hands a little forward to make it more comfortable. Drop the knees down to the mat and drop the hips forward any amount. Little rock side to side. Maybe a little twist around to one side and the other. If this doesn't feel good on your back, just lower your chest right down to the floor. We're going there next. And release everything down. Send the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, a little lift, and a little rock side to side with the upper chest. Back underneath the chest. Take a deep breath in. Push all the way back, dropping the hips towards the heels. One more child's pose. Easy lower back. Let everything lengthen out back there. And when you're ready to come out of this, gently bring yourself up. I'm going to place one hip down on the mat and swivel around, bring the feet around. And we're going to go on to our backs softly. So you can hug a knee and go down nice and softly. Two knees will be coming into your chest. Relaxing the back. Little rock side to side. Good. Lowering one foot at a time, right back down to the mat, relaxing the arms down by your sides. Good, a little breathing bridge here. So we're going to start with that pelvic tilt backwards, ground the lower back, and then the hips float up right from there. And then lower everything back down. So just like all that we've done so far, we're taking our time, noticing how the whole journey feels here for the back and the hips, keeping the legs as relaxed as possible. Keeping the upper body relaxed. Good. We're going to do 3 more like this, connecting the breath as we go. So take a deep breath in as you float the hips up. And a full breath out as you lower down. Each one should feel a little easier. Do less and relax more. And one more bridge here. Nice breath in to lift and out to lower down. Good. We're going to rock the knees softly a little bit side to side. You don't have to make a great big movement right off the bat. So take your time. Notice how that lower back feels as we go into some rotation here. No hurry. Maybe even notice how one side rotation feels compared to the other side. It's the beauty of kind of noticing as we go through movement slowly is you will pick up all kinds of information about your body that will help you. One more time each side. And then making your way up to center, we're going to draw the right knee into the chest, give it a hug, and let the lower back sink into the floor. Again, a little bit of a rock side to side might feel like a nice massage for the lower back. So take your time. One more deep breath here. Back through center, we're going to reach that left heel up towards the sky and just hold that leg behind the thigh or behind the calf, whichever is more comfortable. Same thing here, a little soft rock side to side as that leg is stretched out a bit. You can have a nice big bend in this knee. You don't have to lengthen it out as much as I am. And you can also have it further away from your chest. So listen to your body and place that leg in just the right stretch for you. It should be mild and gentle. Something that you can breathe into and relax as you go. Any amount of drawing the toes towards your face, a little bit goes a long way. Good. Let's come out of this by crossing that left heel over the right knee. Relaxing the left hip open. You can stay right here and go back to a little sway side to side across the back of the hips. Or you can enter into your piriformis stretch, drawing the right thigh into your chest. Relaxing the back here. Uncrossing that first side. Let's pause here a moment. Remember, there's no hurry. Notice how your body feels. So relaxing the feet into the floor, relaxing the hips into the floor, relaxing the back and the shoulders into the floor, and relaxing the arms. Just listen. Notice the sensations in your body. One more deep breath here. Start the second side, so right knee coming in towards the chest. Give it a little hug and let the lower back lengthen out into the floor. And then start your little rock side to side if that helps you to relax. Breathing well. that right heel up any amount. Holding that leg behind the thigh or behind the calf. Keeping the lower back relaxed and the hips relaxed. So you don't want to pull the leg closer in and pull your hips up in the air. You want to keep the hips relaxing down. And then any amount of toes coming towards your face. Softly bending that right knee, crossing the heel over the opposite knee, relaxing the right hip open. Little rock side to side if you like. Gently uncrossing. Good. Widening the feet a little more apart so they're a little wider than the hips maybe if that's comfortable. We're going to rock the knees over to one side, relaxing them. Take a moment just to hang out on that first side. Deep breath in. And full breath out. And one more deep breath in. And full breath out. Floating that right knee up first, and the left knee just follows over to the second side. Easy as you go, no hurry. Breath in and full breath out. One more time, full breath in and full breath out. Coasting that left knee up first. The right knee just follows behind it. Walking the feet a little bit closer together here. Resting the feet into the floor. Relax the whole body here. Let the knees just coast together and drop in. So you don't even have to hold your legs up. Let's bring the palms right over the belly. As you breathe deeply here, feel the belly float up into the palms and then sink back down, relax. And again, breathe. And let it out. One more time, full breath. And big exhale. Good. From here, let's just extend the legs out long. Relax the arms out by your sides. Let's take a couple of minutes here. Notice that support of the floor holding you up. Use that support to drop down and release.
comfortable. You don't have to hurry out of this at all. Just going to make my way softly and quietly forward here. And just remind all of us that, time is ours to use in the way that we choose to use it. We have a lot of freedom of choice in how we use our time. So that's why the theme tonight was, what's your hurry? So really, we can move through our time slower and more mindfully and more purposefully if we choose to do that. And that's really kind of the biggest barrier for me in that, is remembering that I do have that choice, that I don't have to hurry as much as I automatically do. And when I make that choice to slow down and to ask myself, what's your hurry? Then I get to enjoy the benefit of that slowing down process, of not having to run the race, but kind of take things more one thing at a time, single tasking instead of multitasking, and enjoying the time that I have so much more. I hope you feel great. I hope you feel unwound. And we'll see you next time. Peace.